Hi, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to the Chatty Chairwoman as I take a break from the boardroom and all of the hecticness of the day to kind of share my thoughts on the latest Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, Tiffany gives a recap to Lewis about how Destiny was threatening her, threatening to drag her in the parking lot. For all of her disrespect towards her and all of her commentary when the women were out while they're still in Vegas. Tiffany says she's not confrontational, so she doesn't understand where the attacks come from. And I don't care what Tiffany says, Lewis always rubber stamps everything she says. It is the weirdest thing. He never questions her or drills down to figure out why the ladies or why Destiny has said a certain thing about her. So Tiffany says, I guess that she can't be her true and transparent and authentic self, and that I guess being shady is now called being transparent. Since when? So you mean you can say anything to anyone at any time and not expect them to pop off or be upset or want to drag you across the parking lot? I don't know when that started happening, because I know one thing: transparency does not mean shade, hurtful, disrespectful conversation. But apparently Tiffany thinks that is so. And she even had the nerve to say she thinks that Destiny is out to get her, and that even Mel said that Destiny acts like she's jealous of the relationship between Tiffany and Mel. So I don't know. I just think that they're all trying to sugarcoat the drama and the attacks that they're placing on Destiny. So then we go on to and Tisha talking about hearing from the ladies that Marsu told the guys that she's insecure. I know I talked a little bit about that in my previous video. And he said, he mentioned also about the surprise therapy. He said maybe she doesn't have the confidence to communicate with him. But Tisha kind of gave us some more background on why she's been so insecure this year. She said her family members are always questioning and bringing up rumors and asking her to confirm that the rumors that they're hearing are not true. And then she started to cry. I'm telling you, this was not a very fun episode, because she wants Marcel to go on vacation with the family. And Marcel is saying he's working, and she's very hurt that she's the only one taking the children on vacation. We all know when we used to watch them in their home early on in the other seasons, Marceau is not engaged at all as a father. He's a workaholic. Maybe that's a part of it, but he's so disconnected when it comes to playing the role of an active husband and father. So I also think he's very manipulative, and he picked Tisha because he knew he could manipulate her, because his logic, and I'm not even going to say logic, his interpretation for her to believe was really borderline ridiculous, saying, how do we go to these people for advice when we wouldn't go to them for financial advice? Or how do we go to these people for anything when we wouldn't let them renew our mortgage? It's crazy. It's crazy. I've said renew, but I meant modify our mortgage. It is crazy the way he talks to Tisha, how he manipulates her, and he's so condescending and disrespectful to her. And when he talks to Mel throughout the dinner, he's so attentive and responsive, and he knows exactly how to be supportive of whatever Mel is talking about. The dynamic is very weird. He has a lot of respect for Mel and zero to none for Tisha, which is very hard to watch, and seeing her cry because she was tired of feeling like a single parent. So then they head on over to the wedding chapel, and Martell, my goodness, we really get to see that Martell is very immature. Martell wonders in his mind if Mel has planned for them to come to this chapel. Really, Martell? After all you put Mel through, having a baby outside of the marriage, you honestly believe so early after and all of this and the divorce that she would actually want to remarry you right away? My goodness, he's immature. He really does not get what he has done. He is in denial. His life is jacked up, and his button is too far down. Please tell this man to revamp his wardrobe. I think that'll be a start to demonstrate his maturity. Get rid of the small pants, get rid of the tight shirts, button up your shirt, and maybe people will start looking at you differently. But until then, we're going to always look at Martell with a side eye. So they go over to the wedding chapel and they say they're going to renew their vows. Well, luckily, Tisha already talked to Marceau. So she tried to encourage someone else to take advantage of the sanctuary since she had already paid for it. And you know what? For the first time this season, I liked Tiffany and Louis because they stepped up, renewed their love, even though they've only been together 11 months. Okay, they're still in the honeymoon stage. But I really liked Louis in that moment. I thought it was a great moment. I thought it took the pressure off Tisha. It was a great moment. So kudos to them. For the first time, they got a thumbs up from me. And then we go to dinner. All I wanted on this segment, this session, this episode, I know I call it so many different things, but it's late at night as I'm trying to do this and be consistent with my chatty chairwoman. All I wanted on this episode was some fun, some laughter, some lightheartedness, because the last couple of episodes have been so intense, but it gets more serious at dinner when Marcel tells them, kill the pillow talk. Stop telling your wives everything because I don't want my wife to know certain things. This man is really what? I have no idea. He really is something else. And he's so honest with a straight face about it all too. And he tells them they got to stop telling Tisha everything he says. Sometimes he just wants to talk to the guys in confidence. And he doesn't want them telling her and the other women that he doesn't think she has confidence. So they map all of that out. And Mel changes the discussion in terms of what's more important, happiness or going through depression. She said happiness is better. And Louis opens up about his struggles with depression. Well, and then Marcel is humanized for the first time in 3 whole years. Marceau explains that he'd rather have commitment and that commitment is a part of his struggle with depression and how his desire to be successful puts so much pressure on him that he doesn't know how to function normally because he's all about being committed. As I said at the top of this review, this was a very serious episode on so many levels. Seeing Tisha upset, seeing Marceau really disrespect her as his wife, seeing that he wouldn't publicly acknowledge and renew his vows, even amongst friends, and hearing about depression and the realities it has not only in the Black community, but in families or in men with a focus of success and building generational wealth. So this show was very serious this time. I'm hoping for a little more lightheartedness as it moves through the season. Once again, thank you for joining the Chatty Chairwoman. I think I'm losing my voice here, but thank you for joining the Chatty Chairwoman. I appreciate your visit to this discussion, and I ask that you please hit the like button and the subscribe button, as well as hitting the notification button so you'll know when I've uploaded another video. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am so appreciative for every single view as I work to improve my product and deliver something that is lighthearted and a fun, entertaining review.